Good morning and welcome aboard. We're getting you all set up in the background for today's coaching session. If you're a new or experienced trader, join us. New traders, we can get you set up to roll. Experienced traders, we can help you develop consistent profitability based on our services. A lot that goes on here, both publicly and privately, based on our services. So ask how we can help you in getting yourself set up to trade. We've got charting platforms for you. We have the ability for you to earn a funded trading account based on your skill, and we can help you develop your skill. There's, again, a lot that goes on based on trading education, group coaching sessions, key levels and zones, coaching levels. We have one-on-one coaching. Join us live in daytradingmarkets.org. Ask us to help you get set up. Looking forward to a great week. There's a lot going on, a lot of opportunity. We're looking to pick up $200, $300, $400, $500 based on a session. Our sessions go from 9:15 to 11 a.m. daily. Hope everybody had a good weekend. If you need a trading platform, pop in. We'll get you all set up. If you're a new trader, great. If you're an experienced trader, great. Join us. Join us in Zoom. It's our home base. Daytradingmarkets.org. Pop that into your, well, you know how to get there. You know, if you're popping into our distribution through our socials, like us and share us, repost us, you know, find our home base. Again, it's very easy to do for us. We appreciate it when you do it. Hey, John, how are you? Welcome aboard. Hey, John, let us know if you're new or experienced. And what you'd be looking for based on services like we provide. What we provide is the opportunity for traders to get set up, whether a new or experienced trader, focused on the S&P 500 E-mini, and learn to pick up $200, $300, $400, $500 during the session based on a price action trading strategy. And your host, teacher, and mentor, Saul, who's a 25-year veteran trader of the trading pits in Chicago. He is scalping and trading for his own account, and he's working with traders to develop that kind of skill set. First thing we do is a group coaching session. We work the market from 9:15 to 11. Saul gives out coaching levels. Work the market off those coaching levels. Price action trading methodology that is teachable and learnable. Teachable by Saul, learnable by you, if you so choose. I guess that's the key here, is that we're presenting an opportunity for traders who are our experienced traders to start to put on a lot better trades for themselves by learning a price action trading strategy and learning how to trade based on Saul's coaching levels. And for new traders to help them get set off on the right foot. Trading platform, what to do with that trading platform, how to set it up, and then learning the art of price action trading, you know, based on that. You know, for those that are popping in internally and through our socials, welcome. Hey, Maureen, good morning. Hey, John, that's great. Put up an S&P 500 E-mini chart. Join us during our coaching session. Starts at 9:15. Hey, Craig, good morning. Be prepared to write the levels down. There'll be a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. Those are the areas that Saul is looking at for his own trading. He utilizes them as coaching levels for those that are coming in to work during our coaching session. We're looking to do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. We're looking to pick up 2 points plus on each trade. Generally have a 2-point stop. The methodology here is price action trading. That is really a focused opportunity and a discipline as it relates to the action of price and the opportunity when it comes to putting on a better trade. For those that are reaching us and coming into our socials, please take a moment to like us and share us, follow us, friend us, repost us. Find us in your other social. If you can do that for us, that'd be great. It really helps with the algorithms. It gets us out of the box and out to people that may really like our services. You can use daytradingmarkets.org as a link back for individuals that are out there, newer, experienced traders looking to really get the help that they may require to get back on the beam if they've lost it, or to get started. There's a lot of individuals out there that have started trading, don't have no idea what they're doing. May have worked up a lather trying to figure out what to do, but they just can't have any consistency and profitability. And that's what we do here. Is Sal takes you under his wing and helps adjust and tweak you. For new traders, we've got a couple different, well, actually for everybody, got a couple different ways to go. You can trade your own platform. Great. We can provide you with a platform, a link to one of our people that can help you through one of our affiliate links. And then ultimately, if you're interested in trading somebody else's capital, we can help you. We have affiliate links that can lead you to learning about getting set up and being able to earn a funded trading account. In our humble opinion, you really need to have the talent before you can start approaching people for money to trade. And we have an opportunity here based on this service to help you work on the talent part. That's what we do every day. You have to take the initiative to come out of our socials and into daytradingmarkets.org. We notice a number of people coming through our socials, liking us and sharing us and friending us. We appreciate it. Please continue to do it. We like the idea of double, triple, zipple liking us and sharing us. So if you see a like, pile on. See a share, share again. We had a couple of people reach out and say, well, somebody already liked you. And I said, well, if you hit it again, what does it do? And they said, oh my, look at that. And they added to the like. And believe me, that does help the algorithms, for us. So we appreciate it. We also have a community in X or on X or on Twitter X, Day Trading Markets. Join that community. I can't believe it's May 20th already. May 20th, 2024. Everything we do here is for educational purposes only. Nothing's be taken as direct trading or investment advice. We're in the mentoring of traders business. Saul is your host. He's a 25-year veteran trader with the trading pits in Chicago. He's actively scalping. This is group on one versus group on group. I think you would appreciate that, or you do appreciate that. When you pop in to Zoom at daytradingmarkets.org, let us know where you are in your trading, what your interest is based on your trading future. You know, if you look up Saul Shaul on Google or in particular social, so in Facebook or on Facebook, it's Saul, S-A-U-L. Last name is Shaul, S-H-A-O-U-L. And you'll see his different presences on Facebook. Friend him in Facebook. It's always a good idea. Give him a thumbs up, a like. Always appreciated. Hey, Anupam, good morning. So we have a nice core group of traders. take a moment to join us in daytradingmarkets.org. Hey, Layla, how are you? Hey, Layla, how'd you make out last week? Give us a quick update on your experience with this service. Do us a solid, make sure you respond. Sometimes we think people are bots. I think you're a bot, we just exit you. Let us know that you're a carbon-based unit. Use the chat feature to respond. Andrew, welcome, buddy. Doing good. How was your weekend? Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Never ends. I got out into a little bit of sun, which was good. And for those that are joining us through our socials, we really do appreciate getting us out there in your world. We've noticed that since we've been asking, you have really taken the time to do that for us. We appreciate it. Liking us and sharing us is very important for getting the word out about Sol and what he's doing for traders. And we really do appreciate you doing that for us. Remember, on Facebook, it's Sol, S-A-U-L, Shaul, S-H-A-O-U-L. Hey, Jurgen, how are you today? Andrew, I hear you. Jurgen, how'd you make out last week? I'm not sure. Did you get a chance to answer? And John put up an S&P 500 E-mini chart. Obviously, Andrew, the same. Be ready to receive Sol's coaching levels when he gives them out. We'll go through the morning session together. Andrew will get you hooked up with Sol. Yeah, those questions and stuff you can work out directly with him when you speak to him. Cell phone. Yeah, Jurgen, you're right about that. So the thing he's talking about first step first. You know, obviously, when Saul puts up his charts, review his charts. You'll see how simply represented they are. And if you expand on them, you can see, what the settings. So it's very easy to see what he's doing when it comes to his charts. Now, I say that because Saul goes to his screens pretty close to the cash open here, and he derives levels out of those screens based on how he does it, based on his technique, which is teachable by him and learnable by you. He gives the levels out to everybody. Now, these are the levels he's setting for his own trading. He gives them out to everybody as a set of levels for the coaching session. Our coaching sessions are from 9:15ish to 11 a.m. We're looking to do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in and around those pre-mapped out levels. They're called levels and zones. And the caveat there is that the market coming into the cash open here is basically alive, right? It is its own thing. And it's it's going to move based on trade action. It's going to have momentum and follow through, but it's going to have its own version of that based on today's activity. And in and around these levels and zones, there are opportunities. First, you plot them, then you pay attention to how the market's behaving. Levels become invalidated based on the action of price. And that's all the concept of a price action trading methodology that Saul has developed, uses himself, can teach you. And it's the nuance of where you get into a trade at a level, where you don't get into a trade at a level, when a level has become invalidated, and where do you enter that trade? You don't necessarily enter the trade at the price of the level. You're anticipating the action of price and movement into a level, and you go in at a different price. It's a neighborhood price, right? And then there's what happens after you get in. So there are entries and exits based on that trade. And then there's the ultimate pain, if you will, which is a stop. Yeah, he can call you. You just work out the schedule as far as when the call is going to happen. You can do that over this over the headset and the microphone. In other words, you'll be communicating directly with him with no middleman, a middle person, a middle entity. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have that kind of relationship. It's your relationship to between you two, based on your focus. Layla, you get a chance. You're back in front of your computer.
All right, good morning, everybody. Everybody hear me all right? Let's give you our levels for this morning. Our pivot this morning is 53.30, 53.30. Upside resistance at 36, 43, 50, 64, and 74. Downside support at 24, 17, 08, 53 even, and 52.92. Pivot 30 support 24, 17, 08, 53 even, and 92. Upside resistance at 36, 43, 50, 64, and 74. All right, welcome some of the new folks that are here. We're trading mini S&Ps. We're looking for opportunities to scalp the market based on the levels we just gave out, in addition to any price action opportunities that might occur. We're trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows in the market, and we're scalping the market. So we're looking for about 2 or 3 points on our trades, given T4 area. Again, we scale in around an area only because we're not going to be perfect, obviously. So we're trying to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves, ebbs and flows. That's what we're trying to do here on an everyday basis. And some people scale in a little bit differently. I like to scale in a point above and below the level as well as the level itself, and then put my stops in place and trade the market and see if we get an opportunity at those areas. All right, well, we got down 27 area there, pop back up. Our settlement price there was 27 and a quarter for those of you who are very aggressive. We are just trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows of the market. Obviously, with the market being the way it is lately, our opportunities are very, very, have to pick and choose and be patient and wait. And obviously, the VIX, which is the volatility index, is very, very low, and that's what happens when you have rally markets. Or just they take steam out of the volatility, not the opportunity, just the volatility. So we have to be a little bit patient there and wait for the market to give us those trades that might give us a chance to scalp the market. Again, all we're trying to do is take advantage of ebbs and flows. We don't believe markets go straight up or straight down. Consequently, we're looking for those areas of inflection that create opportunity for us. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We don't mind questions. The market kind of pops up a little here. It's trading basically just both sides of our pivot for the time being. So patience is important here. If you look at the chat, you will see the levels that we just gave out this morning. They're there to guide us through the day. We can tweak those a little bit. We can add to those. We can subtract from them. Those are there just to kind of guide us. Everybody uses those in their own unique way because everybody here has different risk tolerances. Not one person here trades the same way. So you have to take that information and kind of incorporate it into your risk appetite and then trade it accordingly. We're coming up here to the green band up here and our blue band if you are a little aggressive here. anything I say as far as trades or levels or anything like that is concerned, definitely part of our education course that we offer. If anything of this interests you, please let us know. All right, it's the nibbling here at our green band. Our first resistance area on the upside is up at the 36 area. You can see how tight the ranges have been overnight, and so it's one reason not to expect too much opportunities this morning. But it's okay. We have to, have to be a little bit patient here as we're butting up here against our green band, which is sometimes some of our traders like to take. Let's see if we have any numbers coming out this morning. No economic numbers this morning, but we do have a few Fed speaks. A couple of them are talking right now at 8 o'clock. And there's another one who's going to start talking at 9:30. So no, nothing as far as economic reports are concerned. As we have a little resistance up here at the 36 area. Markets are just, the VIX trading at a 12 handle. Markets are very, very slow. As individual traders that are scalpers, we probably would love to see the VIX trading in around mid-teens, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in that range. That'll give us some ample opportunity. But you know what? We are not at the, we don't control volatility. All we do is trade it. And so we take what the market gives us or doesn't, as we are slowly inching our way up here to our first resistance area here at 36. Again, make sure you keep your stops in place no matter what. If you did jump in there at our settlement price on the downside there, if you were very, very aggressive, some of our traders like the settlement price as an opportunity to trade, you did okay there. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Definitely don't mind any questions, especially when it's slow. We have plenty of opportunity to talk about whatever you might have. We are trading equity futures. That's what we trade here on an everyday basis. All right, we're butting up here against the 36 area. I don't know if we're going to get up there. Got up here to 4.5. Yes, I would. I'm selling the resistance areas at this level here. I mean, I'm scaling in, so I would be getting in there at 35, 36, and 37. Again, that's not everybody's way of doing it. Everybody trades differently. So maybe if you're trading one lot, you're just doing the level itself, which would be 36. If you trade multiple contracts, you can scale around it. Everybody does it differently. I'm not saying there's one right or wrong way of doing it. You have to do it the way that makes you comfortable as a trader. So we are just coming up here. We got up here to 34.5 and rotating down here. So I have my first entry point there is at 35. As you can see, we didn't get it. So I would have to maybe, depending on your risk tolerance, and if you're more risk averse, if you did get in, if you have an order at 35, and if when this bar closes on the 5-minute, if we don't get back up there to 35, maybe the first entry point there is a little bit more tenuous. So again, depending on your risk tolerance and how you want to manage your trades, those are some things you have to consider. And that's when I talk about tweaking the level a little or not. It all depends on each individual's risk tolerance and how they want to manage those trades. So we're still here because we're still on the 5-minute bar. See what it wants to do, if we can get up here to 35 or not. If not, then I would make a little tweak and adjustment there. It's just slow markets. There's just nothing going on, and Sometimes we are lucky to get a 2-point rotation, just because the volatility is not there, and obviously our entry points, sometimes have to be perfect, and then sometimes they're not perfect. So we have to make those adjustments accordingly. We have to be patient. We average about 4 to 5 trades a day, and we also focus more on the morning hours to give us those opportunities. As you can imagine, trading all day with these kind of markets could be a little tough on your anybody. So we kind of just focus on the morning hours to give us those opportunities here. It's teasing us here. This is our first entry point here at 35. Well, I mean, if we're trying to get 2 to 3 points with that would be your stop, a minimum stop loss at maximum, I should say. So 3 points from, let's say, the 36. So, but so again, so you're extending your stops here a little bit. If you get in there at 35, obviously, the stop would be at 39, but we're talking about an average. So it's about 3 points. I think these days 3 points is good, and we try to get a couple points out of them at least. If you want to have a tighter stop, it's just very slow. It's hard to get too excited about these markets, just because the opportunities are not there, and we get up here again to 34.5 and doesn't click up to 35 at least. So now I would make the adjustment there against the 35 a little bit here, because the bar closed, and it's a little bit more tenuous. Again, that's dependent on your risk tolerance. Everybody here trades a little bit differently. Maybe if you're trading, a 5 lot at 35, maybe you decrease it to a 2 lot or something like that. Or if you are more risk averse and you scaling in, you maybe cancel the order completely. And again, everybody here just trades this a little bit differently. You have to know your risk tolerance and then trade it accordingly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I scale. So my lower end of my scale, the 35 entry point would be, would be canceled out there. So, all right, we're just kind of hanging up here. You can see they just these bars. I mean, it's like, all right, well, that's kind of annoying here. They got up to 4.5 again. Teased this. I thought we were going to get it the second time up there, and they just traded 4.5 and came off. So obviously, be careful there at 35. Good time to ask questions for anybody who's wants to ask questions. Obviously, when it's slow like this, talking about the markets is like sometimes watching paint dry or grass grow or whatever analogy you want to put to markets that are not moving around that much or at all. But we're here every day, so we have to take the good with the bad. It is what it is. Other times we're going to be so busy. Not only do we trade more, but we also sometimes have to expand our stops and our targets to take into consideration volatility. When markets move around a little bit and there's more volatility injected into the markets, we expand our stops to, sometimes we've gone up to 4 or 5 points. And when the pandemic stuff was going on, we were at 10 points. And again, that's it's a lot for people to handle, and but at that point, for us to be able to have a fair opportunity in the market, we had to keep it at about 10 points. So we were getting 100-point hourly bars, so crazy. But that volatility was extreme, as you can imagine. And so we have to make the adjustments. And right now we're at the other extreme. So we have to be very patient. You were going to get plenty of opportunity when the markets were, whipping around like that. But and today we're not. So like I said, got to take the good with the bad. All right, we did nibble at 35. Those of you who might have kept them in, I don't know if you got it. Only a 50 lot traded. Um, so I don't know if some of you left them in there or not. And if you did and you got filled, nice looking, a little bit of an opportunity. I'm still at 36. We'll see here. Man, did they pull up quickly? When you get 5-minute bars that are not even 2 points, it's very, very quiet. So there's no economic reports out this morning. Not even nothing to get too excited about that. Now we're just kind of hanging up here. We're a little bit bullish, but nothing to get too excited about. When we were trading on the floor, we had to just step back and when it's like this and just kind of hang out, chit chat. So it's the one thing that we don't have when you're here at home. You don't have the opportunity to sit there and just converse and wait for a market to get to an area. It's trying to get to this area where again we're a little bit bullish there on this market. It's got to hold the 30, 31 area. We want a really tight stop as we come back up here again, test this 36 area that we talked about. That's our first resistance area. But we are a little bit bullish as long as we stay above 31. If you are looking for a little buying opportunity there. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. It's been one of those a week or two, right? It's been these rally markets are just very difficult to trade. When we talk about that all the time, it's like this market, as far for scalpers, is very, very tough. And again, like I keep saying, take the good with the bad. And again, feel free to ask any question you would like. Definitely don't have a problem answering questions, especially when it's so slow. Or market is kind of teasing us here with a 36 again. Yeah, we turned a little bit bullish on the market. Anything below 31, that very tight stop. You want to be out of any longs. Now we're coming up. Oh, there we go. Wow. Slow, slow, slow. Then you get filled all the way up there to 37. All right, working this 36 area here a little bit. Again, remember these slow markets are rotation. Sometimes we don't get the rotations we're looking for. If you did happen to get along, because we suggested maybe we're a little bit bullish on the market, and maybe you got targeted up here, that would have been a nice little trade. Again, the only reason we said that is because the market kind of indicated that it's gotten a little bit bullish here. We're just kind of hanging here with this, 36 area. Again, just keep your stop in place. We're not going to love any trade we put on, especially with these markets being so slow. Don't want to get yourself in trouble for no reason. There's always going to be another opportunity. And again, if we're up here, you don't like the price action, you don't like the way it's rotating, you are given choices. You can, if you're trading multiple contracts, lessen the risk a little bit because we're looking for a rotation once we get up here and we're not getting it. And sometimes, especially if we're up here for a certain amount of time and you don't like what's going on, you definitely have markets giving you choices here as to how to manage those trades. Right, like I said, there are those stops that pop up here. All right, again, if you hopefully you got to keep your stops in place, like I said. And like I mentioned before, if you don't like the price action, maybe you got out of some of them before. It's a little rotation. It is just slow. Next upside resistance up here at the 43. And we're a little bit bullish on the market. Anything below 31 out of any um, any longs down there. It was trading at about 33, 34 when I said that. If you wanted to get along here. All right, if you got your stops in place, if you got triggered, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And then we'll look for our next opportunity up here at the 43 area. All right. Went up here to the 43 area now. We're working this 43 area here a little bit. Again, trying to get a little bit of rotation. Again, we scaling around it. Obviously, we got up there to 42 and a quarter. So if you got in there at 42, you're getting a nice little rotation here off of that. All right, there, a quick, well, almost got our 2 points there. Again, Matt, work those trades a little bit. You have to be able to work them and see the price action and then trade it accordingly. We're still on the same bar, so if you still have 43 now, if you made a little bit of money on the 42, you can adjust your 43 entry point a little bit. Obviously, we didn't get the 2 points, but we nibbled at it, and then rotated back up here. So you have to, again, determine if you want to just take whatever you got, even though it wasn't 2 points, and then have a trailing stop around it. And then now coming up here to the 43, since we're on the same bar, again, you got to work these orders sometimes. That it's not so easy that we get to a level and rotate, have the rotation we're looking for. But it is what it is. Got to work them a little bit, tweak them. That's what I always say when we have to tweak the orders, tweak the levels. You also have to work the orders when you get them, because especially since we're on the same bar and the market could have maybe continued and come up here and get our upper end of that 43, because that's what it's doing. I got up to 375 and it's a new bar. So if you didn't get to 44, I would probably cancel those and work the 43 here. And whatever you do, make sure you keep your stop in place no matter what. That way, you're given the opportunity to work on this 43 once you got out of the 36s. But then again, depending on your risk tolerance and how you manage it, everybody here trades a little bit differently. Now working this 43 now. All right, continues to slowly uptick here a little bit. Make sure you keep your stops in place no matter what. I'm gonna get too excited about these markets and trade them smaller only because of the, um, yeah, because it's just slow. And if you don't like the price action, the market's giving you choices here. You can get out for a little bit less than your stop. You can scratch the trade, take a little less profit if you don't like the price action. Those are all choices you have as a trader. You don't have to get stopped out. You don't have to look for your profit target. You have to make those adjustments based on the price action. Sometimes we're going to make the right call and sometimes not, but whatever you're going to do, just be consistent with it. And again, you have choices here. You can scratch some of them if you don't like them. If you're trading multiple contracts, and if you have the 43, the market is giving you choices, especially the 2 point stop. We didn't get stopped out there. It got up to 44.75. Sometimes this is like a win. Sometimes if maybe you lessen the load if you're trading more than one contract, and to see if we can get a little rotation here to the downside. These rally markets are just tough. They're just tough to trade. You just have to be very patient. And I'm giving you like different choices as to what you could do. And all of these choices all depend on your risk tolerance as an individual trader. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We're pushing back up here to these interim highs again. Market give you a choice there to kind of scratch some of them. If you, I suggested maybe you scratch some of them there up to 43. Earlier, when I did say we were trying to, we got a little bit bullish on the market. If for those of you who did get long, you're getting a nice little rotation up here. If you are trying to stay long, anything below 36 area, you want to be out of any longs. Trying to give us something. Just trying. Again, for those of you who held on, you can fade off here a little bit. I've got a couple points there against the 43. If you kept the 44 in there, you get 3 points there. Again, depending on your risk tolerance. And if you held on, if you scratch some of them, that's fine. If you were able to hang on there and wait for this move back down here, it'd be nice if we can get down here to 40 and cover these. For those of you who still have them, all right. So if you did hang in there, we got right here to 40. You should have got filled there at 40 as well, and kind of make up for that 36. So all right, so that was a nice little got up to 45 there. So if you have a 3 point stop there against a 43 area, you're fine. You got down here to 40. That was good. And again, we eliminated the way the price action was. You lessened your risk there at 36 for multiple reasons. We missed the entry point initially and the lower end of the entry point there. We adjusted. I don't think you got the 37 on the first pop back up. Maybe you cancel that, had to work it and got stopped out. And then now here we came up here against 43 and, had to work it a little bit. Kind of didn't give us the rotation we were looking for. Initially suggested maybe get out of some and then finally held at 45 there and then came back down. A little support right now. We'll be around. Well, I did say anything below 36 out of any longs. If you're still long, if you were long, hopefully you were able to get up, but I get out there against the either the 36 or the 43, and we'll see what happens. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We don't mind questions. Disastrous unlimited shrimp promotion. That's probably true. All right, we did go down there to 40 and then coming back up here a bit. So suggested maybe we cover any shorts there against the 40 area. Now we're kind of flat and we'll see what happens next. If you're looking for a little support, would be probably around the 35 area. And I still say anything below 30, 31 out of any longs if we come back down there. Ah, well, we've had to, well, at least we had some action this morning, I tell you. I think we were, of course, we had to scramble around the 36, but then come up here gave us a nice little chance there against our 43. So I guess we just got a couple opportunities. I just got, the signal to get along there just came a little bit. I should have told you a little bit earlier as far as getting along because I think we could have probably bought them down there at the 32, 33 area when the market kind of turned a little bit bullish. All right, there's no other numbers this morning. So yeah, so the room, which is what we do here on an everyday basis, and that is part of the uh, where you could subscribe into coming in here and kind of getting levels every morning, hearing me chit chat and just kind of conversing, so we can kind of stay awake sometimes when we help each other stay awake when the markets are slow. And then there is also the second half of it is our education course that we offer, which is separate than the subscription to the room. So the subscription to the room just pays for the charts that we get, the uh, costs that we have to take run this thing, and then we do have the operations, the subscription, or well, the additional um, cost of our education course or coaching classes, whatever you want to call them, that help you explain the methodology and to adjust that methodology to your risk tolerance so that you can maximize profits um, at your level of risk, which again, everybody here has different levels of risk. So, and we explain where we get the numbers from, why we get them, why we would use them, why we wouldn't use them, how we can tweak out of them sometimes. All those things that I would talk about, or why I said that we would get bullish today. That's all part of our education course that we offer, and that's separate from the subscription for the our daily room here that we have, the Zoom room that we have. We will put the subscription link up there in case, and you can always talk to Brad afterwards if any of this stuff interests you. All right. Um, Now we're just kind of hanging up here at our highs. We adjusted those again. Those are the levels that we're using as a guide to the day. You see our first resistance area there. Kind of we have to work it a little bit, and maybe tweaked it a little depending on your risk tolerance, and hopefully you could have scratched some of them. You could have got out for a little bit of a loss, or got stopped out, and then we came up here to our 43 area. As you can see, the high there is 45, and we worked that, and we got down to the 40 area, and we had a nice little rotation off of that. So I think we minimized the losses there on the 36 and kind of tried to maximize profit potential on the 43. And now we're just kind of hanging here. A little bit of support right now. If we rotate back down, would be around the 35, 36 area. And next upside resistance is up at 50, as you can see. I think the all-time high there is 49 to 50 area. We're just kind of hanging up here on these interim highs that we just kind of 43 area. You can see they kind of pull the plug here a little bit, just chopping around this little area up here. Now we're pushing up these highs here. Next resistance area we have is up at the 50 area. All right, obviously we're kind of just kind of hanging here against this 45. Just kind of just got a new high there by a tick and just came off. Again, it's very, very quiet. They all of a sudden, had some quick opportunities and then they kind of just got quiet again. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. All right, we're extending here a touch. We had a little support down at the 36 area, but we never got back down there. And now we're just slowly kind of pushing back up there a little bit. All right, we continue to slowly uptick. The next level of resistance we're looking at is the 50 area.
A couple quick programming notes for those that are joining us through our socials. Take the opportunity to join us live in Zoom. Daytradingmarkets.org. Daytradingmarkets.org. We're in the middle of a live group coaching session focused on the S&P 500 E-mini. We're looking to pick up $200, $300, $400, $500 per trading session. Our trading session, coaching session goes between 9:15 and 11 a.m. daily. We offer the opportunity for you to learn how to scalp. If you're a new trader, we can help you get set up. If you're an experienced trader, we can help you focus and look to develop consistent profitability. If you need trading capital, ask. We have an opportunity for you to earn a funded trading account. If you have trading capital, that's great. But if you need it, don't hesitate to ask. We set up our service as an opportunity to help individuals that are looking to have a serious side hustle, that are interested in becoming the difference between a trader and a professional trader. Saul is a 25-year plus veteran trader of the trading pits in Chicago. He is your coach and mentor. He's the one that can teach you, work with you, school you, and then adjust and tweak you based on your growing ability to trade the market and look to develop consistent profitability. It all starts with you coming over into daytradingmarkets.org as our guest. We do our business in Zoom. So think about what you're interested in. If you're coming through via one of our socials, please like us, share us, friend us. In other words, find our home base, go through our content, heart it, like it, forward it, repost it. That's very helpful for our distribution of this opportunity to individuals that should have the right to try and see if they have what it takes to become a skilled trader, being taught by a skilled trader, being critiqued and helped by a skilled trader to help you become the best trader you can be. So take a moment out in your socials. We appreciate you doing that. We've asked a couple times and the follow through has been great, so we appreciate it. In X, you can join us at Day Trading Markets. It's our new community, Day Trading Markets. Just look under community. Under X, it's at Day Trading MKTS, Day Trading MKTS for markets. On Facebook, it's under Saul Shaul. And then you can branch out amongst his various opportunities in Facebook from there. Hey, Pat, is that a reverse split? So it's Saul, S-A-U-L, Shaul, S-H-A-O-U-L. Saul, S-A-U-L, Shaul, S-H-A-O-U-L. And that's on Facebook. We're also out to YouTube and Twitch. So if you're out there, please follow us, like us, share us. It's very helpful. And again, if you are interested in looking to become the best trader you can be, based on working with a 25-year plus veteran of the trading pits in Chicago, teaching you his price action trading strategy that starts out with setting key levels, price action trading levels right around the cash open, The cash open I'm talking about is the cash open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Work the market, looking to pick up 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, or do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, picking up 2 points plus on each trade. We defend generally at 2 points. Looking to pick up $200, $300, $400, $500 based on our trades. Hey, Travis, appreciate it. Thanks for liking us and sharing us in Twitter. Leading report the same. Narendra the same. Sasha the same. Appreciate it.
All right, we are stuck in a little bit of a range up here, and patience is important here to be able to wait for opportunities. We talked about that. We had a flurry, a couple opportunities quickly, and then again they come back and kind of pull the plug again, which is not. This is not surprising for these kind of markets that we are involved in. We just have to show some patience here and wait for an opportunity when it occurs, take advantage of it. We had a couple opportunities against our first couple levels there. If you'll see the levels will be in the chat there, and we have to work for the both those levels, but hopefully we're able to make a little bit of money on some of those. But then again, you can see here how they completely pulled the plug on the market, which is not surprising. If we are in that kind of environment, and consequently, we have to be exceptionally patient here. Hello there, Andrew. Welcome. Glad you're back. Yeah. Right now, let's see. Thinking probably maybe we can start tomorrow. Is that doable? Yeah. So, what time zone are you in? So so what time is it now for you? Is that 7:30? Is that right? So what time is it now? 8:30. Okay. After 12. All right, let me why don't we talk are you gonna be in the room in the morning? Yeah, so let me confirm in the morning. All right. Again, you can see how they really pulled the plug here on the market a little bit, which is understandable. It's okay. No problem. Have a good day. All right. You can see here how they massively pulled the plug on the market, even worse than this morning. But this is the situation we're in these days. These rally markets just don't give us a lot of volatility. Consequently, we have to be a little bit patient with it and wait for opportunity like we did this morning. And again, we're not always going to be, it's not any opportunity we have. This doesn't mean we're going to make money on it. It just means it's an opportunity and we have to sometimes work the order. But it's better than at least sitting on our hands and do nothing. But hey, it's better to sit on our hands, do nothing than lose money. So that's the alternative. So there's always tomorrow, as they say. And we are, again, here every day. So patience is important. You can use the levels all day long. The levels are doable all day long, but you have to remember that once we get above this 50 area on the upside, 49 area, 50 area on the upside, these are levels that we've never been tested before. The market has never tested, so they do have their uniqueness to it, and definitely a different kind of risk that I would say that you have to nibble very carefully at those levels above. And that way, we have to take that into consideration as you're trading because these levels have never been tested before. So trade them smaller if you can, or just don't trade them at all and wait for the market to give you some kind of rotation and trade that rotation afterwards. So, or try to get long into them. Again, that's all dependent if the market gives you that indication to get long. Like we had this morning, we had a little bit of a signal there. But again, that's how these markets are trading when they rally. They're very tough to trade. They don't give us the volatility we would like, and so consequently, we have to be a little bit patient with it. All right. Again, we are just kind of hanging up here on these upper levels. All right. All right. Again, we are got upside resistance up here at the uh, 50 area. Let's be a little bit careful if we get above it and be mindful of the fact that we've never been up here before. So these are levels that have never been tested. So once we get up here, be exceptionally careful. And then straight small if we get back up. Right now, got support around the 30. Well, 36 area, but not loving that anymore. It just I'd probably look at the rotation back to the pivot or the levels down below as our next really good support area. All right. Again, if everybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Get back here in a bit.
Hey, quick shout out and welcome for those that are joining us through our socials. Welcome aboard. For those that are in our Zoom room, hey, Layla, let me know if you're back. Layla. Let's get everybody set up out of our socials to join us in daytradingmarkets.org. While you're in our socials, if you can like us, share us, repost us, that is great. We appreciate it. We're trading here. We're teaching traders, mentoring traders to develop a skill set for themselves as entrepreneurs, if you will, and setting you up as individuals. If you don't have a platform, with a platform. For those that have a platform, you set your order entry and charts to the S&P 500 E-mini. We work the market between about 9:15 a.m. Eastern time until 11, then we're done for the day. We look to pick up based on our trades $200, $300, $400, $500 based on trading contracts in the S&P 500 E-mini. We start out with one and we go from there. We have a trading discipline, which is an opportunity for you to learn based on price action. We start the session out by laying out key levels and then working those levels. From an educational point of view, I'll give you out the levels that we are working this morning. Now, right now, we're at the end of the morning session. We're done for the day. Look to bank our money already. All gave out his coaching levels pretty close to the cash open. That's when he sets them. He's giving you out the levels that he is trading around himself, looking at, utilizing. He has learned a trading technique. He can teach you that trading technique. Part of the technique is to set key levels as areas of interest, levels and zones. He had his pivot today, which is part of his levels, price in the S&P 500 E-mini at 53.30. Now he'll look to trade based on the action of price after the cash open in and around that pivot to look to pick up 2 points plus based on a price action trading methodology. So it's 53.30. On the resistance side, he had 36, so it's 53.36, 53.43. These are prices in the S&P 500 E-mini. 53.50, 64, and 74. Below, he had support at 24, 17, 08, 53 even. And what do we got here? 52.92. Hey, Andrew, thank you. Layla, let me know if you're back. Those that are joining us in our socials, welcome. If you like what we're doing here, tell your friends. We are here daily slugging it out, daily teaching and mentoring traders to do the same thing that Saul does. Price action trading, the S&P 500 E-mini for your own personal trading account. If you need capital, let us know. In other words, if you don't have the risk capital to trade, let us know, and we can help you in that regard. It's all based on your ability to trade and trade profitably, and that's where we come in. This is an educational opportunity to work with an experienced trader, trading for the last 25 years or so. He is available to be your mentor, your teacher, your tweaker and adjuster, based on your trades, your entries, exits, and stops. But you have to take the initiative on your end to join us and be part of what we do. This is not a passive opportunity for individual traders. This is an opportunity for you to get set up for yourself, to do something for yourself. So daytradingmarkets.org is where we reside. We're out amongst our socials, giving a big shout out to individuals that want to step up to the plate themselves, be your own boss. You are the owner of your trading business, independent contractor. You're also the talent in your trading business, and we're here to help you set up both. You become the control. You become the talent. You become the trader. You become the difference between being a participant in the marketplace, not knowing what you're doing and flailing around and trying to figure it out, to a focused price action trader. You can learn how to set Sol's levels. You can learn what to do with those levels, the entries, exits, and stops. You can practice the heck out of it for yourself. Until you get good enough to either put up your own capital or trade somebody else's capital. That's as easy and as good as it gets based on the opportunity. But again, you have to take the reins, if you will, and you're the one that has to show up in daytradingmarkets.org and set up your Zoom experience with us. We start here at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We help you get set up based on your interests. We answer your questions. We work with you as a student mentoree type setup. Saul becomes your teacher and educator. He pops in pretty close to the cash open. He gives out levels to everybody. You work the market with him, based on your simulation account at first until you get good enough to go in real time. It's a great opportunity to treat this opportunity as a game because you have the ability to set yourself up with a platform, real-time data, order entry, charts, all the trappings of a trader, and then flip it to simulation so that you are learning based on a simulated environment and run from there or go from there. If you're in between occupations or you are interested in developing a hobby so that you can, a serious side hustle so that you can be independent on your own, then that's a beautiful thing. And it's your thing. And it's your relationship with your trade along coach that you develop and work on and interact with. Saul has his group coaching session We're inviting you in as a guest, so join us. Saul has his one-on-one coaching sessions that you can contract with him for, and then come into this group coaching session as a proving ground and an access point to him as you're applying your newfound trading skills. I really think it's important for you as individuals to decide what you want to do. Very easy for me to decide what I want to do. But this is really an opportunity for you to decide what you want to do on doing that kind of side hustle, an opportunity. Yeah, those that are joining us out through our socials, welcome. You can take a moment to like us and share us. We appreciate it. Through the socials you're coming in on. If you have other socials, we're in X, Facebook. We're out through X, we're out through Facebook, we're out through Twitch, we're out through YouTube. So take a moment now. We're going to take a little bit of a pause here. Take a moment to like us and share us. Appreciate it.
Recording in progress.
So as we're moving forward, based on this opportunity, this is an opportunity for you to set yourself up as an entrepreneur, trade your own account, have that account on your own computer or laptop. Activate that account, set it up in simulation only so that you can learn how to trade in a game mode. I like to call it a game mode because you are learning, in this case, based on our education service for educational purposes only, not to be taken as trading or investment advice. You are setting yourself up as an independent contractor. You're basically hiring us to help you when it comes to empowering you to be your own boss and the talent. If you can develop the talent, then what is the sky's the limit, right? You develop a opportunity on your end by developing a talent to work the market, and within working that market, develop consistent profitability. You now have the ability to be in control. We're focused here on teaching traders how to trade the S&P 500 E-mini, which is a index future. You need to have a trading platform that you can trade off of, and we have affiliate links for you to click through and read about and understand what you're doing, and then make a decision for yourself who you'd like to go with. We also have the ability for you, when you get to a certain point based on your trading skill, to look to earn the right to earn a funded trading account where you don't need to put up risk capital. I mean, you have the capital that you have used to empower yourself in the business. In other words, setting up a trading account, getting real-time data, making sure that you are set up with your charts. That has a nominal fee associated with it on a monthly basis. Having said that, the key here is, do you have trading capital? In other words, you're developing a skill set and you still need to have risk capital, trading capital, to be able to get your business rolling, right? To get your business rolling based on your skill and the ability to put trades on and take them off, and having the, call it buying power or margin power, to be able to do that. In the S&P 500 E-mini, you'd be trading one contract, and you can look up on Google what is the S&P 500 E-mini, research it. What is the opportunity based on 1 point pickup in the S&P 500 E-mini? What does it equate to? Research that so you have it for yourself. The old concept of trust and verify. Make sure you know what you're doing. Read up about it a little bit. We're in the business of helping you develop a price action trading skill set that you can practice based on that discipline. And the way we're set up here is that Saul is a 25-year veteran of the trading pits in Chicago. He is currently scalping based on what the market is giving him on a daily basis and what the opportunity is based on his skill set. And he's available to teach you, mentor you, school you. In other words, take you under his wing and help you from an educator, mentor, you being the mentoree and the student. And then it is an opportunity for you to structure trades, price action trades based on the technique, and then execute those trades in a simulated environment based on the discipline. And Saul gives out to everybody key levels and zones for the session. These are the levels that he's utilizing in his own trading. And he gives you the opportunity to utilize those in your trading as a teaching tool and opportunity points to put trades on, whether they're buying to sell higher or shorting to buy back lower. In other words, fade momentum trades. And you're basically looking to pick up 2 points plus on a trade. You're defending generally at 2 points, but that changes based on the action of price. And where the beef is at the entries and exits. Where do you enter a trade and where do you exit? And you practice the heck out of it until you get good enough on your own to be your own independent contractor, to be able to put your own money up if you have it, or look to earn a funded trading account by displaying your trading technique, your discipline, and being able to trade their capital. And that's a unique opportunity for you when it comes to the art of trading yourself and being the captain of your ship or the talent. I should put it this way, right? You are the captain of your ship because you're the entrepreneur, you're the business owner, because you're trading with your own environment, your own account, in your own name, or however you set it up. And now you need talent. And either you're going to hire yourself or find somebody else to trade your account. And that's where we come in. We help you as an individual contractor working for yourself to become the best trader you can be, the best talent you can be for yourself in your trading business. That's good stuff if you are interested in taking that opportunity for yourself. Now, our service does have costs, and you should, it's separate from the one-on-one coaching. The one-on-one coaching is done independently in a private Zoom room between you and your host, Saul. And then the opportunity to be part of the group coaching session is an opportunity to come in and be schooled and adjusted and tweaked and ask questions. It's a proving ground for what you learned in your one-on-one coaching session, and it has a separate fee. So make sure you're paid up for that. We invite everybody in as a guest, and we ask them to pretty quickly join us. It's nominal. It's embarrassing when people don't pay, but it's or don't want to pay because it's so nominal. It's generally $500 a month to be part of the group coaching session. Right now, it's on for $250. I'll post it in for those that are part of our Zoom room, and make sure you take the time to get yourself signed up. Starts out with honor your host. And I think you should honor them. And since it's so nominal, you should definitely honor them. So that's where we're at. That's what the opportunity is. You, again, have to decide what you want to do based on what your interest is.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, I just posted that in there. Yeah, no, I know. For those that are part of the one-on-one coaching, make sure that you're signed up also for the group coaching session. That's an a la carte offering. That's right. We're looking to pick up 2, 3, 4, $500 during the morning session. Morning session is from 9:15 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. The afternoon session is to do this, and also Sal does his one-on-one coaching. He does them in the live market based on a Zoom meeting room. And then the opportunity is to come back in here on a daily basis after you've been tuned up, right, in your one-on-one coaching session, to come in here and apply those newfound skills and work the market, based on that tweaking, adjusting that has happened. And also to follow up. I mean, I think that, the object here is for you to be what would the term be? Interested enough in your own skill set to be able to ask questions, interact, based on where you're having an issue, what you may or may not understand. One of the nice things about working with Saul is that he is trading, and he's trading based on the price action trading that he's teaching. And he is trading based on that price action trading methodology. So he can give you information based on the action of price, what happened at a particular area or level. He can critique your trade. You can ask him how he did based on his trading, particularly at a level that you were looking at or trading at, to understand the actual whys, a better why than you would get from somebody that is, chart talking, afterwards. You've got somebody who was in it, emotional about it. In other words, he's giving you the whole picture, or a pretty darn good look at the picture based on the action of price, what happened as that action of price took place in and around the level that, where did he enter, where did he exit, and why. And that has all sorts of components to it that are based on being real, versus just talking the talk. And I think that's great for you as individuals that are part of, or, looking to be part of the trading community. As an independent contractor, we're not big fans, and I think you might understand this because if you spend any time, based on access to the internet and everything that comes with it, there's a lot of group on group activity out there amongst individuals that are, like-minded, interested in aspects of investment and trading. And they can really spin you up into all sorts of trouble because they are talking. And everybody's got some good shtick out there, and they're just chatting it up and chatting it up and chatting it up, right? And it's interesting because that chat up can affect or lure people into situations where they don't belong. What's the viva la difference between what Saul is doing and, what these others are doing is that this opportunity is a group, small group, tight group on one. And Saul is the one versus people talking amongst a group, and you get all sorts of people, I hate to say it this way, but I get a lot of, my thought is it's trader daycare individuals that have an interest all hanging out and talking stuff that may or may not be real and presenting it as real. And it can be very, it can be fun because you feel like you found a group of individuals that are pulling all the oars in the same direction. And whether they are or they not, I mean, how scary is it, right? I've you speak to people that claim they're making $4,000 a day, or these incredible opportunities and trades. And in a lot of ways, you just can't believe it. In this case, you've got an individual that is working the markets based on a price action trading methodology. He pre-maps out levels that he gives you. You work the market based on the action of price. And we'll call them levels and zones, right? The action of price. And then you can get an answer based on what happened and work the markets to your benefit. In other words, it's a focused opportunity for you to work with one individual that is at risk in trading. That's a very good question. One of the questions is, do you trade at the levels? Based on that's the level I got to trade it. And that is not the case. What you're doing is you have these levels and zones, and you're paying attention to the action of actual price as it relates to those levels. And quite frankly, you could get in the neighborhood. And then right after you get in, you've got to pay pretty close attention to what's happening based on the action of price, the price itself, the change in the price in the S&P 500 E-mini, as it not only relates to the level, but it relates to the overall price movement. And that comes with experience. That comes with the experience of doing it, based on the discipline and starting to understand how price change happens and how price change happens vis-a-vis these pre-mapped out levels. And that experience in picking that up happens over time. Takes time, effort, and discipline on your part to start to recognize the action of price and the action of price vis-a-vis the pre-mapped out levels, and then the concept of putting on entries and exits, short, long trades, right? And then where do you place your stop? No, a stop isn't stop's important, but it's the entry and exits that are important. Stop is the ultimate defensive position that you're looking to have. Saul sets his stops after the cash open. So the cash open here is at 9:30. He sets his levels pretty close to that cash open for validity during the session. Like, if you set them an hour before, well, how valid are they going to be, for the next 2 hours? But the key is that your stop placement is generally at 2 points. But if the market is not giving you the opportunity and 2 points is too tight, then you move it to 4 points, or 3 points, depending on how you're working it and how you're set up and what your relationship with your trade along coach is, what you're learning, where you are on the learning curve. But the idea here is that stops are set. The entries and exits are where the action is. And there's a reason you get into a trade. There's a reason you get right out of a trade. There's a reason you only take 1 point versus 2 points plus. And there's a reason to take more than 2 points plus. That's all taught and worked on by you. Taught to you and worked on by you. And that's the experience of working yourself as a professional trader in this environment. I call it a serious side hustle, right? Serious side hustle. It's a good question. For review, Sol's charts, you can pick up very quickly on how they are set. He's got 2 time frames for the S&P 500 E-mini and a 30-year bond chart. When you come into Zoom, which is our home base where all this activity takes place, daytradingmarkets.org, daytradingmarkets.org. If you're just joining us through our socials, welcome aboard. This is daytradingmarkets.org. That's our home base in Zoom, where we teach traders how to trade, scalp the market. We start new traders off. We help experienced traders look to develop consistent profitability. The goal is to help traders based on a simulation environment, which is the same environment that you would trade, in my opinion anyway. It's an opportunity to be what would you call it, a gamer. where you're playing a game, you're winning a game, and then you're flipping the switch. And you're flipping the switch to trade real money, whether it's your own capital or the opportunity to trade somebody else's capital. Where you learn the opportunity to be your own boss. You're also the talent in your trading business. So you're the boss and the talent. In this case, you're learning how to trade from a veteran trader of the trading pits in Chicago who's actively scalping. He has a price action trading methodology that he is available to teach you, work with you. He has one-on-one coaching sessions in Zoom. He has his group coaching session in Zoom. Group coaching session, join us in daytradingmarkets.org. Let us know where you're at in your trading, your experience. Do you need a platform? Are you looking? Let us know what you're looking for. Take the initiative. I'd like to start my trading business. So we're coming up on 12 noon. Take a moment to like us and share us through your socials. It really is helpful for us. You know what to do to get the word out. Repost us, follow us, friend us. Daytradingmarkets.org. Daytradingmarkets.org. On X, we're Daytrading MKTS. For markets, MKTS. It's at Daytrading MKTS. On Facebook, it's under Sal Shaul. That's really the place to start with him. When it comes to Facebook, he's got other pages in there, but that's his home base under his name. It's Saul, S-A-U-L, and it's Shaul, S-H-A-O-U-L, Saul Shaul. So take a moment in there and follow us and share us. And we'll follow you back. It's a little harder for us. Well, it is really hard. We're upside down in Twitter. So we don't have the ability, we're blue check marked and everything, but we don't have the ability to follow anybody in Twitter. Maybe I can do something about it. I'm not sure. I got to check in on that with them. But Twitter has gotten so much better now that it's X and it's growing. Daytradingmarkets.org. Watch, listen, learn to unlock your personal earning power by trading. I think I can say it much better than that. Hey, Bocce, thank you. Enoch, thank you. Travis, thank you. Take a moment. So we're coming into 12 noon here. Give us a quick high sign, highlight, like, thumbs up, follow, friend. Go through. So, we have a lot of content. If you can go through our content and just like it and repost it, that'd be great too. Day Trading Markets is a community that we just started in X. Simply Day Trading Markets. Become a member of that community. Just started it, so it's doesn't have a lot of people in it, but we're looking to grow that. That's got a bunch of hashtags in there that you can work with. Okay, we're going to be popping out. It's 12 noon Eastern time. Register for daytradingmarkets.org. Daytradingmarkets.org, O-R-G. That's a Zoom registration. Come in tomorrow. Join us at 8:30. We'll go through the session together. Session starts at 9:15. It's a group coaching session. If you need charts, want to get set up with a trading platform, let us know. If you would like, the goal here is to help everybody develop consistent profitability based on learning a price action trading strategy. You can set your system once you get set up to simulation so that you can trade, practice until you get good enough to go out in real time. The idea is you can win a game, you can play a game, you can become good at a game, and then you flip it to real time and you work with your trade along coach to help you make the transition from simulation mode to real time. It's very straightforward. Take the initiative to register, get yourself set up with Zoom, and we'll see you tomorrow. And we appreciate you. Everything we do is for educational purposes only, nothing to take as trading or investment advice. We're in the business of helping traders develop their own skill set to be able to pull down money. We look for $200, $300, $400, $500 a day. Obviously, there's a risk reward component. Spend the time to understand that. But the concept here is if you get good at it, you're good. Appreciate it. Thank you. Daytradingmarkets.org.